Learn about dementia, communication, helpful approaches to communication. Losing the ability to communicate can be one of the most frustrating and difficult problems for people with dementia, their families and carers. In this video, you will learn some helpful approaches to communication. Helpful approaches to communicating with a person living with dementia. Reminiscing, validation, managing our emotions.
Well, my husband Frank, he's a very fit man and he's always been very active. And when he got Alzheimer's disease, he started pacing up and down, driving me mad, pacing up and down outside the windows, and I couldn't work out what was happening. So I spoke to one of the counsellors and she asked me what Frank did for work, and he was in emergency services. And so she suggested that he might still think he's on duty. And I thought, of course he does. And so she helped me with some words to say to him. And so now I say, if he starts pacing, I say, Frank, are you worried that you might need to be called out to work? And then I just assure him that he's not on duty today. And with that, he often relaxes. We also bring out some more photo albums and things of some of the work that he used to do. And I remind him of stories of when he was on duty and how particularly one time a tree went through this house out in Brandon Park, and his job was to rescue the family dog. And that family was so grateful that afterwards they came round with a case of beer for them. And with that, we can sit and we can laugh, and he feels better, and of course I feel so much better as well.
Accepting the person's feelings can reduce anxiety.
We're all really excited at the moment because my son's wedding's coming up in a few months' time, but the whole thing's causing a lot of anxiety for my Auntie Sel at the moment. Every time I see her, she's worried about what she's going to wear, and the questions start, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? How am I going to get ready on the day? And I've tried telling Auntie Sel, look, Sel, the wedding's still months away. We'll be able to help you with that a bit closer to the day, and Claire, she'll be able to help you pick out a dress. So look, just don't worry about it. But none of that is really helping. Auntie Sel just gets more and more upset as we talk. So Claire has suggested I try a different tack, and so what I try now is when those questions start coming and we start on again about what'll I wear, what'll I wear. Now I say to Sel, look, Sel, I know it's really important to you that your choice of dress for the day, you really want to look your best on the day, and we'll be able to help you with that. I'll make sure that Claire gives you a call tomorrow and she can talk to you about the dress that you're going to wear to the wedding. And then I try and move the conversation on. I tell Sel about how pretty she looked with the dress she was wearing at the engagement a couple of months ago, and ask her, well, look, what colour would you like to wear for your dress at the wedding? Now, I'm really the last person in the world she'd want to ask for fashion advice, but I still find that this sort of course of conversation does help calm her down. So what I've really learned about all this is that it's important to slow down, listen to what Sel's saying, understand her feelings and acknowledge them, and then point out to her, that we really are taking them seriously, because after all, we all want to be taken seriously, and that includes people with dementia.
Validating the person's feelings can reduce anxiety. Acknowledging the person's feelings and sense of reality can reduce stress and maintain the person's dignity and self-esteem.
I had need to pop into the post office this particular day when Mum and I were out shopping, and realising that I'd most probably have to wait and there was no seating inside, I decided to leave Mum out in just the street seat not far from the post office, and thought that she would be fine, told her where I was going and all would be great. I go in and I probably was there for about 10 minutes maximum, came back out and Mum's not to be seen. So you can imagine how I felt. Where's she gone? Looked around, nobody there. Then all of a sudden, corner of my eye, here's a little cafe, and there's Mum sitting up with a little bit of cake and a cup of coffee. Understanding that she had forgotten about me telling her completely to stay where she was, and knowing that there was no point in berating her as to why did she leave or what did she do that for.
Learning to manage our emotions and reactions improves communication. Remaining calm and not challenging the person living with dementia will improve everyone's well-being. Reminiscing may be helpful to reduce anxiety and agitation. Acknowledging the person's feelings maintains their dignity and reduces stress. Managing our emotions improves communication. Good communication improves everyone's well-being. Contact Alzheimer's Australia Vic for support.